Paid ads versus SEO. Which one should you focus on first if you want to build a business that makes you 10,000 US dollars per month? We'll take you through the pros and cons of each of them and let you arrive at a decision. You will make an informed choice after this. What is paid advertising? It is simply paying a platform like Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. You're paying such a platform to show your product or content to its audience. That's what paid advertising is all about. What are the pros? The pros of paid advertisement is that once you pay, you begin to get traffic within hours. You begin to get traffic within hours. And those hours is just for it to be approved and for the system to get things ready and start sending you traffic. Number two, it is scalable. You determine how much traffic you will get based on how much you spend. So if you have enough money, you can decide to start getting 100,000 visitors to your content per day from the very first day. It is in your hands. It is scalable depending on the amount you have in your pocket. It is great for testing offers because you can quickly know and validate if an offer is selling or not, because you get fast results because of the previous advantage of using paid traffic, which is you get traffic immediately. Because of that, you can also test offers quickly and know whether you should continue with it or not. So what are the cons of paid traffic? You require a budget. You need to pay for traffic ongoing. You pay for every time you get somebody to watch your content or view your content or visit your product link or whatever. You pay every time. It doesn't matter whether it is 1 day or 1 year. Anytime somebody views your content and it is paid advertisement, you are paying. The other disadvantage is that you can easily lose your money fast because of the learning curve. Yes, people just say you can pay for traffic, but they don't tell you that you need to master a platform, each of the platforms, so that you get the best results from your traffic. And if you have not mastered a platform very well, you can easily lose money, and you lose money fast. And by the way, it also takes money to even master the platform because you need to test this before you get the right mix. And when you get the right mix, the platforms can change their rules, which they do from time to time. For example, what used to work for us like gangbusters on Facebook no longer work today. So it is not only that you need to spend money to learn what works for your niche on the platform, you also need to keep learning as the platform updates or changes its rules. Now let's look at SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It is the entire process that you go through to make sure that your content ranks on a site like YouTube, Bing, or Google itself. There's Google SEO, Bing SEO, there's YouTube SEO. And the aim of this whole process is to position your content in such a way that it will begin to drive free traffic. I don't like using the word free traffic. I would rather say residual traffic, where you set up your page or content and you take certain actions and it begins to rank on the given search engine and drives traffic over a long time to that piece of content. So the process that allows you to achieve that result is called SEO, or Search Engine Optimization. So what are the pros of SEO? You get residual traffic. You take a number of actions at once at the beginning. And once your content begins to rank, you keep getting traffic from that effort for months, for years, depending on the what you optimized and depending on how competitive the niche is. For example, I have videos that have been ranking for years that send me thousands of visitors, of viewers every month, and I've done so for years. I also have content on some of my sites that have sent me thousands of visitors over the years. Some have sent me thousands of visitors for over 5, 6 years, and they're still sending to today. Now, if you don't take certain actions over time, the traffic may begin to drop. But the advantage, one of the big advantages of SEO is that you take an action upfront, and once you begin to rank, you will get traffic from it for years and years to come. The other thing is that you don't have ongoing costs. Once a piece of content is ranking, you don't have ongoing costs. That is, you're not paying for every visitor that comes to your site once you are ranking. Once you are ranking and the piece of content is generating traffic for you, you don't pay out of your pocket. So that means that if that thing generates traffic for you for 5 years, all those 5 years that it generated traffic, you don't need to pay. This can save you hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in ad cost. When people are arguing, in most situations, people say, Google it. So being found on the first page of Google shows authority, and so makes it easier for you to build trust. The same applies to Bing and applies to YouTube. So if you are ranking high for a search phrase, it automatically builds trust and authority. People associate you as an authority on that subject matter. So that's another advantage of what? Doing SEO. So what are the cons, the disadvantages of doing SEO? Number one is it takes time to rank. Sometimes it might take you months, many months before you begin to rank. And depending on some of the keywords you are targeting, it might take you over a year to come up to the first page for that keyword. But if you use smart keyword strategies, you can get results faster, but it still is not overnight. It will take you months before you start ranking for valuable keywords. It takes a lot of time investment creating content. If you are creating a video, it's going to take a lot of creativity from you. It's going to take a lot of time investment. You're going to write the script, record, edit, publish. The same applies if you are writing a blog post. You need to research, to write quality content. It takes time. And those time you have to spend upfront before you start seeing results. So that's another con. Now that we have seen the pros and cons of paid advertising versus SEO, which one should you go for? If you need quick results, for example, you want to test something fast, will it work? Will it do this? Of course, go for paid traffic. There's nothing faster than paid traffic. You pay, within hours, you are getting your traffic. So if you want quick results, go for paid traffic. If you want to build residual traffic, you don't want to be paying every day for traffic, go for SEO. Because once you begin to rank, you can write off your costs for traffic at the beginning, and then begin whatever you get thereafter. You know you're not paying for it. And you can get that for years and years if you have done it right. So if you want sustainable, long-term traffic that you will not be paying out of your pocket, go for SEO. So what's the best strategy? The best strategy is use both. Use both for you to validate an offer before you spend time on SEO. Use paid traffic. Use paid advertisement. Once you to confirm, make sure that, look, if I invest time and energy and months into ranking, let me find out whether this thing will actually work, whether this product will sell, whether this offer gives me the return I want. Once you test it and it gives you the results, now you can invest longer term in SEO to build out your content network and make it work. That's one way. The other way is, even when you are now ranking, people visit your site and not take the action you want them to take. You can use paid ads to retarget people who have already viewed your content. And by retargeting, you increase your conversion rates manifold. You increase your conversion rate many times, because this person that came to your site or came to your video and didn't take action and left is already conversant with you. So when you show them and bring them back to that content because something distracted them or took them away, they have a second exposure. They see the third exposure, fourth time, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. The likelihood that they would take your most wanted action becomes very high. So you use paid traffic, paid ads for retargeting. That's the way to combine both. Based on my experience, I've advised you on what to do. It's simple, but it's super effective. But what if you don't know how to do both either paid ads or SEO, or you have been doing it and you have not been getting the kind of results you want? You've not been able to achieve results like $10,000 per month? Well, we can help you. That's why we have a mentorship program, 10K in 24. 10K in 24 is a program where we'll take you by the hand from the very beginning, assuming you don't know anything online, and take you step by step from where you are to a point where your assets will be making at least 10K USD per month. But it will take time. It will take as much as 24 months, but we'll be there with you all the way until you get to your desired result. If you're interested in being part of our mentorship program, there's a link in the pinned comment and description titled 10K in 24, $10K in 24 mentorship program. Click the link under it and it will take you to a sign-up page. On that page, you'll be asked to provide your name, phone number, and email address. When you provide those and submit, you will get a confirmation email within 5 minutes. Make sure you open that email and click the link that asks you to confirm, where you're supposed to confirm. If you don't click that link, the conversation will end at that point. But once you click that link, you will get another message within 5 minutes. In that message, you will get a link to an application form. Then in the PS of that message, of that email, you will get a link to our overview document. This overview document will give you an overview of what our mentorship program will do for you, so you can read and get a quick grasp overview of what it is. Then when you click that application, when you click the link and get to the application form, we'll ask you a few questions which we expect you to answer. Once you answer them and click submit, you'll get another email. But first, why are we giving you this application form? We're giving you this application form so that we'll make sure you're the right profile for our mentorship program. Because as wonderful as our mentorship program is, it is not for everybody. It won't work for everybody. So we want to make sure that you are the right kind of person it will work for, so that you don't waste your time or money and you don't waste our own time. So when you are done with the application process and we confirm that you are the right fit for us, our program, we will now automatically send you an email. That means you are qualified. If you see that next email within 5 minutes, it means we think you are qualified to be part of our program. Click the link within that email, and it will take you to a page where you book a call. You book a call to speak with me. When you book that call, you will get another email that will give you my phone number. But you're not to call me. I will call you at that time you picked. And then you can ask all the questions you have. And then we will also ask you a few questions. And once we're satisfied that we are the right fit for each other, then we can give you our payment details for you to pay and join our mentorship program. But what if you don't have the time or the inclination, or you think you don't have the aptitude to go through our mentorship program? That's why we have a done for you package. Provided you have the money to pay for others to build out the digital ecosystem for you that will earn you the desired amount, you are good to go. You can decide to earn $200 per month up to as high as $20,000 per month. If you want even much more, we can arrange that. But the point is, the more the amount you want to make per month, the more the amount you have to invest. So it's entirely up to you. If you're interested in that, there's a second link in the pinned comment and description. It is DFY-Passive Income Digital Assets, PIDA. Click that link. It will take you to another page where you will put your phone number, email, and address, and it will go to the same process like the mentorship program.